In this tutorial, we will be looking at DOM nodes and its intermediate neighbors. So here we look at all the nodes and also different element nodes also which we can access. So DOM as such allows us to access any of the elements and their contents, but first we have to reach them, right? So how do we reach them if you have a particular node or a particular element? Let's look at it through a graphical manner. So you have the document, and then you have the document element, then you have the document body, and you say you have a div inside your body tag. So let's say so the parent node is the document.body or the body tag, and then you will have the next sibling, and you may have a previous sibling also. Then you may have some children, so some tags inside the div tag, they are called the children. So first child, last child, and you can have intermediate children elements. All right. So there are some things which you can look at here which I've put. So HTML as such, the tag HTML is similar to document element, and the body as such, which I said, is you can access it by using document.body, and head you can access it by using document.head. So now let's go and do some coding. So I'm going to use the Sublime text editor. So here I have my dom.html, dom1.html and dom1.js. I've created these two files. So let's go right ahead and make the HTML boilerplate. So here I have the boilerplate. So let's give it a title, DOM Traversal, right? And let's go ahead and let's put in some tags here just for the sake of it. So we have a div tag similar to how we had it there. Then let's have two children. So let's maybe have this as li1, something like that, and then we can have another li also. So let's call this li2, right? So that's good. Now let's have a heading tag, maybe h1 tag here, which will also say DOM Traversal, so something like that. And then let's have a paragraph tag in the end, right? Which will have something like maybe the end, something like that. It doesn't matter, right? So now let's look at our page here. So we have this in this manner, right? So now let's see how we can actually access these elements and put them out in the console tab. So that's our first goal. So let me open the console menu. So here is the console menu. So let's do console.log document. This is the first one. Let's connect our JavaScript file here. So you can just use script tag, and you can just put in the source here. So the source is gonna be equal to dom1.js, right? It's in the same place or in the same folder, so there won't be any problems with respect to that. So we have put dom1.js here. So now let's go here and do console.log document. So now let's see what happens. Okay, so you just get hash document, and then you just actually look at it. It selects the full document here, right? So you can see it has the HTML tags, the head, whatever you have basically in the document. So it selects everything. So now let's just select document.head, and then maybe document.body. So if you do this, you can actually see that it select only the head tag, right? But this is an old school way of doing it. We will learn better ways also, but it's important to show you this also. So we are doing it with using the nodes. So these are the three basic things, right? So it's showing null because of the fact that it doesn't have anything as of now. The reason why it's showing null is you should actually put the script tag at the end. So here when it's being run here, you will actually it's not having anything in the body right then, right? So that is the reason it's happening that manner. So yeah, we can just put it at the end. So now you will see the difference. So you got the full body, right? So that's how. So when you go to that particular element, it actually highlights that part on the left side, right? Perfect. So now let's go ahead and look at the nodes. So say we want to show all the elements separately as such, console.log out all the elements separately. So first let's comment this out. You can use the for loop. So let's use the for loop. Let I equals to 0. Okay. There are many ways of doing it. I'll just use this manner or use this particular way to do it. Document dot body So you want all the nodes. So this property called child nodes. So all the child nodes of the body. So we have so many child nodes, right? As of now, let's see all the child nodes. So dot length, we have this dot length property which we can use to get the exact length. th, then we can just do I plus plus, right? Yeah, that looks fine to me. Now let me actually go ahead and do console.log. You can even do alert, but I like to do console.log, so I'm going to do console.log. So let me just make it here document dot body dot child nodes of I. So this is gonna be a array basically. So you can use it in that manner. So let's look at what happens here. So you see you first got a text. All right. So that is there. Then you have another text. You have the h1, right? First you have a text. So what does this text actually contain? It contains the space. So if I just go over here, you can see that. Then you have Tom. You have another text, and you have div. Then you have text. You have the end, and you have this script tag, right? See, you would have in the last tutorial as such, we have talked about this text with a lot of things. So you should get an idea of what it is. So just look at the last video for knowing what exactly the text is. Say you want to print out only the first child, so you can just do document. Let's try to select this div tag. Okay, it's going to be 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it's going to be the fourth one or the third one because the index starts from 3. First child. So the first child. So this is the command that you can use. All right. So let's put this whole thing in the console.log. I'll just actually comment out this part and let's see what happens now. So you have text, okay, because that is because you have a space there. Look at the last child also. That's also going to be text. So I'll show you why. Because see here you have text, which is you have this space. So let me just remove this spacing here. So now you will see that the first child is different, right? So I'll make it first child again. So now you will see li as the first child, right? So that is how this works with respect to the nodes. So when you access the nodes as such, which is you get the text. So we'll discuss that there are 12 nodes and text is one of the nodes. Like you want to get the siblings, the previous sibling. So previous sibling, you can see it's text because here you have the text. So if I just actually delete this text, because now it has selected the li. Okay, so that is the problem. So you have to change this to 2. See, now you'll get, I think you'll get what we expected, right? So that has become 2. So that is one big problem with respect to using nodes and using document.write, which we will see in the future videos how to actually correct it. So that was the idea here. Sibling. So next sibling in now will be text, right? That will also be text. It will be text. If you don't want it to be text, you can actually just delete this space here. You will get the p tag. Yeah, you got the p tag, right? So you can even find the parent node. So the parent node is going to be the body, right? That's with respect to that. We have looked at the parent node, the previous sibling, next sibling, first child, last child in detail. So now let's go ahead and look at the elements. So you will see the difference between the nodes and the elements now. You won't get the text with when you look at the elements, okay? So you have document document element, which is the HTML tag basically, and then you have the body tag. So if you have the div, you have the parent element, which is going to be the body. Okay, and then you have the next element sibling and the previous element sibling. You have the first element child, last element. So first we will try out the parent element. Let's go back to our HTML file and remove all the spaces. I mean, put all the spaces properly so that actually they're there. So no problem. Yeah, that should be good, right? Now the parent element as such is the body, right? Perfect. We got the body for the div because third one is gonna be the div at any cost. Okay. So now let's look at all the children. So you have this property called the children also. So which I didn't show you there in the graphical representation, but it is available. So you'll get all the children of li. So you have HTML collection of 2 li. First element child. So you can see that the first element child is the li1, right? So it's the li1. You can similarly do the last element child. So which is the li2, which is the last element child of the div class. You can do previous sibling also, previous element sibling. Even though there is text, you won't get the text, you will get the previous element sibling to be the h1. Okay. So that was the difference here between the nodes and the elements. So that is the difference. So now let's look at the next element sibling also. So which is going to be the paragraph with the end written there. So some properties like the tables actually provide additional properties like table.rows, table.body, t bodies, t head, and stuff like that. Okay, so there are even t cells and also second row index and stuff like that. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. That's it for this video, guys. Bye bye. See you in the next one.